Here's why President Biden is making a catastrophic mistake in pulling out our remaining troops from Afghanistan. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. President Biden is going ahead with Donald Trump's mistaken decision to withdraw all U.S. forces in Afghanistan, going against the advice of our military. The American people are profoundly disheartened by the conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan that followed 9/11. Their weariness is understandable, given the huge mistakes the U.S. made in both places. But pulling out is not the answer. Lest we forget, it was Taliban-ruled Afghanistan providing sanctuary and critical assistance that made possible the ghastly attacks of 9/11. After much sacrifice, Iraq was pacified after the U.S. changed strategy there in 2007. American casualties there dropped dramatically. Barack Obama's precipitous withdrawal of U.S. forces in Iraq in 2012 created a vacuum that led to the rise of the radical, bloodthirsty ISIS, which took over much of the Middle East before being pushed back, an achievement that owed much to the U.S. sending in new forces to Syria and Iraq. With the U.S. getting out, the Taliban in Afghanistan and its terrorist allies are on the march again, seizing more and more of the country. Kabul, the capital, may soon fall to the Taliban. This terrorist movement has not changed since 9/11. President Biden says if the Taliban plans any more attacks on us, we'll hit them from the air. But you need reliable, on-the-ground intelligence, and there'll be no realistic way to get that, as we'll no longer have any bases there or in neighboring countries. The closest bases will be in the Arabian Gulf, hundreds of miles away. Moreover, the way the president is rapidly pulling out is creating panic among anti-Taliban Afghan government forces. We're even moving away technicians needed to keep the Afghan government Air Force functioning. One immoral and disgraceful act is that we're doing little to get out thousands of Afghans who worked with us, particularly interpreters. They and their families are targeted for death by the Taliban. This repulsive abandonment recalls a bitter warning that arose out of our disastrous war in Vietnam. The quote is, "It may be dangerous to be America's enemy, but to be America's friend is fatal." The big blunder we made was trying to remake Iraq and Afghanistan into America-like democracies, thereby wasting immense resources and causing unnecessary losses among our troops. Instead, we should have focused on keeping the terrorist extremists in check, period. In recent years, we did just that in Afghanistan with minimal casualties. Keeping U.S. troops stationed in critical parts of the world for long periods of time is nothing new. We still have considerable forces in South Korea to deter North Korea 68 years after the 1953 Korean War armistice. I'm Steve Forbes. Thank you for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.